Alright guys, so we were back with some more Last Fortress. We took a break from it for a minute just so we can try to see what kind of progress we can make with Backrooms Descent, but since we got to the point where I wanted to get with that for now, we're going to jump back over to this for a couple videos, so expect that there's probably going to be at least 2 or 3 videos of this before we jump back over to that game. So let's see. Now, to be completely honest, it's only been like 3 days maybe since I played this last, but I already completely forgot where we left off on this. Let's see, we got in-game assistant going here. So they're just saying if we upgrade the control center that we're going to get a reward for that. So, okay, so let's see. I know we had some gopher traps down, so let's go ahead and get those emptied out real quick. I don't remember where the other one was. Okay, so yeah, basically these are kind of similar to when you see those little timestamps where they're telling you how much more time you have left. If there's not a lot of green around that ring, that means there's only so many of that that's been collected so far. But if you have that full ring around the icon green, that means it's completely full and you can get as much as you were able to get out of that. So we'll go ahead and collect that. And he gained some experience from doing that as well. Same thing with the research. Oh, actually, that was because research was done. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We were going to make it so we got the actual trap and not just a single like bear trap looking thing. So that means now we can actually build those. So instead of having a singular trap, we can actually do multiple in one. I don't know how many actually gets trapped in each one. Let's see. Okay, we got that upgraded as well. So we got a new area unlocked right above the lab. Now let me see. We're gonna collect. Let's get some of these resources collected really quick before. I could just over there comforting his friend, like, yeah, I know you got caught, but oh well. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna check all the facilities, get any resources collected that we need first. Actually, can I get to that chest that's right there? Can I dig down? Of course I gotta... Okay, well, we'll remember that that's there anyway. But, yeah, let me see... Did we really just get another one trapped in there? Okay, let me see what this mail thing is real quick, because I see 5. I don't know if there's anything important in here, but it looks like... So it looks like we're claiming some rewards here. Nothing else there. Okay, so we got a little bit of something out of there. So right now we got 154 diamonds. What's the message icon? Okay. Oh, that was before we finished actually upgrading that control center. So now we can claim that. Let's go to our items. So combat hero recruitment points. We'll use that. Oh, we haven't opened that area up yet. That's the area that we literally just opened up. So let's go ahead. We'll use... So we get 100 iron out of that. Sweet. So this is one of those speed ups like I was originally talking about. So you have this one that just is just a general thing where it's going to take a minute off the time. This one is designated to specifically training. So this 5-minute speed up does not include when you're leveling up a certain area or upgrading it, or if they're in the middle of building a new area. This is just for when you have a training area set up and you're training new people to do things. That is only for that one. So I think there's like firearm training, I think there's like fighting training, which takes a little bit of time to do. But for this speed up specifically, you can take 5 minutes off that time to make it go a little bit faster. So let me see here. Can I zoom out more so I can see everything? All right, so we got that gopher in there. I just want to check around, make sure. Actually, collect some of that water. We'll make. I think his name, yeah, Brady. We'll make him collect that. Let's just check everywhere. She's got some experience points. Sizzling gopher. Let's get that cooking. Do we got anything up here? She doesn't need anything else. I like how he's getting experience and he's just down there in that little basement area. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this out. Ooh, actually, so we got another mine up there, and we got some kind of trunk up there, or chest. Okay, let me get a ladder going. Let Brady build that. We're gonna give him his experience points. Right, we won't mess with that cave just yet. I just want to see what's in this. So we got 5 more diamonds. Sweet. Okay. So let's go ahead. We just hit ascend. I'm not sure what we're doing. Technology of the Apocalypse. Let me click on that just to see what it does. Okay, so they want to dig through this. Okay, so it looks like they're wanting us to go into this cave to the left. To advance further in this, whatever this story is. And just because he's there, I'm just going to go ahead and take that out. Okay, so... There's something else there? Oh, no. Okay, so let's go ahead... So recommended power is 15,000. So let's hit attack. Now the nice thing is too, so you don't have to, like as soon as you click on that, you don't have to initiate the fight. So what you can do right now is looking at this, you can kind of evaluate and see if this is going to be a doable fight. So right now, seeing that there's 3 of those guys on the right at level 3, and we've only got 2 people on the left with 1 being over them, it's still showing that we have like overall less than they do. So this is probably not gonna be a good idea to just initiate that, but let me see if I can level him up at all to help that, which actually I can. So let's go ahead and level him up. We're gonna go back. Let's add him back in.
The route is not accessible.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say this is probably not gonna be a good idea. So let's go ahead and go back. They said we completed something, so let's go ahead and do that. Resident amount reaches 5. What's... Oh, so they want us to go rescue some more survivors now. So we're gonna go out and do that. Yeah, I have noticed too, like, the little bit that I originally played of this game, I've noticed, like, if your overall attack power is, like, let's say 1,000 less, you might be able to get away with winning that fight, but it can still be there just depending on the end. So it's usually not advised to, like, I wouldn't advise doing it if you have less than them, but from the little bit that I have experienced, it's depending on the situation, sometimes you can get away with doing it even if you're like 1,000 less, or within 1,000 less, I should say. So we got some more residents. Research technology automation completed, so let's go ahead and get that. Upgrade laboratory to level 2. Give him experience. So let's go ahead. And they're saying we can level that up. And it's only going to take a minute, so I'm not going to waste the diamond on that. While we're doing that, let's check out... Let's look at this one and see what their... Oh, recommended 21,000. Okay, yeah, we're not going to touch that one yet either. So let's go ahead. And I think part of the overall attack, too, depends on not only how many survivors, like fightable survivors, you have on your side. I think it goes based off of that and what levels they're at. So, I mean, I think in general that they have a good level for each of them, but I think it's because we have less. If we would have had one more person, I think that would have probably pushed it above what we needed and we would have been okay to do that fight. But just based off of only having 2... Which, you know what? And from what I have seen too, if you lose the fight, I don't think anything really actually happens. I think you just lose the fight and you just gotta do it again until you beat it. So, let's go ahead and get this finished up here in a second. Okay, so the lab is now at level 2. We're gonna get that little bit of energy out of there. Research technology, fungus cultivation. Master the technology for artificially cultivating mushrooms through fungus research. Unlocks mushroom boxes. Okay, so we're basically making planters for mushrooms so we can grow them. So we'll go ahead and hit research. That gets done. And it's only a 2-minute process, so I'm not wasting the diamonds on that. Just fuck that. There's no point. Let's jump back into this one real quick. So just to show an example of what could potentially happen. So yeah, because he's at level 3 now. She's at level 4. So the levels are at least even. But yeah, we have 11, just over 11,000. But I think that's just due to the fact that we have one character less. And if we would have had that extra character, we'd probably be even. But since we deal the first attacks, let's just hit fight and see how it plays out. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll actually get lucky and beat this one. But worst case, if we don't beat it, we don't beat it. It's what it is. And that's the other thing, too. You have more on the one end, you get an extra attack dealt to your side because you have one less character than they do. So we took out one of their guys. They said, we're not even in the yellow yet. We might actually beat this. Surprisingly. Because now it's 2-on-1. We might actually be able to finish this fight. Yeah, we're... Okay, so I underestimated. So yeah, it seems like it's kind of like a discretion thing. Like, they show you how much power overall you have compared to the enemy. And in some cases, like, if you're that far under, like, how that was, like, about 4,000 less, it probably wouldn't have worked in a lot of other situations down the road, but I think it helps that, one, we deal the first blow no matter what, and that we still have the same level as the enemies too, so it's just, I guess it's one of those things, like, you can play around with it. And from what I understand too, it doesn't seem like you lose anything. Like, they don't take away your resources, they don't get rid of your character just from losing that fight. So I mean, it seems like it's just one of those things, like, if you don't win it, you don't win it. You just go back and try again. When you either have more characters or if you have better levels that overpower them. But we were okay in that situation somehow, so. Do they want us to... So they want us to construct 2 of the boxes. So let's go ahead. Okay. So let's put one... Let's put one here. I don't know if it matters, like, the depth at which they're sitting. So we're going to do that one there. And since there's a mushroom growing down here, let's just put another box down here. Why not? So that'll take care of that objective. So cook 5 dishes completed. She's already done that. So we actually did all of chapter 4. So let's go ahead and claim this stuff. So we got another minute speed up and we got some experience points. I do kind of hate that they just stopped, like, being audible. Like, the first however long in this game you actually heard characters talking, and now it's just the text bubbles. It's not like you don't actually hear them speaking. Which, I mean, it's fine, but it's just, I think that's just kind of weird that if you started them talking off, why not just keep them talking the whole game? Okay, so let's see what we got here. Investigate the satellite nexus. Okay. Give him experience points down there. Let me see something real quick, because we've gained experience points too. Let me go to our heroes and see. So she's got an exclamation above her thing.
Target locked.
Oh, so she can level up. You know what? Since she's already up, let's just make her go up more. And she's at level 5. So to be able to level her up again, we've only got 272 experience left. She's got to break 8, or overall we have to break 800 to be able to do hers. But it varies based on the character, because she needs 800 to go to level 6. He needs at least 400 to go to level 4. But if we use those experience points to level him up, we lose those to be able to use it on the other characters. So you kind of have to play it based on who you want to upgrade, based on what they're capable of doing, and just in general how you want to do it. So, I mean, just because she's got that attack where she can deal blows to more than one enemy with that shotgun attack, I'm going to keep leveling her up when I can. So that's going to actually raise our overall attack higher because she's now been leveled up. So let's go ahead and investigate this because they want us to. So they just want us to repair the satellite. I like how it doesn't even look like they really repaired it. Like there's still pieces missing out of it that you see through. But they say it's fixed. Cool. So that objective is completed now. So we recruit one combat hero. So this means we're going to add another combat hero to this deck. So we have our production heroes down low, which they basically just operate within the base underground. The combat heroes are the ones that we're going to be primarily using for the actual fights themselves. That means we're going to be getting another one of those. Who we're going to get, it can be random. There's no... It's not like a specific order as far as I know. It's just whoever... Because you can see, too... Yeah, they want us to recruit one time. Okay, fine. We'll get that done real quick. So who do we get?
Cabo Nudes? I'll handle them right now.
So Brahm's the new one that we get. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit the X on that. So it seems like, too... I don't know exactly how this works. Because I've glanced at these before when I originally played the game. Because if you notice, like, there's these different, like, almost, I don't know if you want to call them factions. Because you got... Let's see here. We got recruitment. We've got... I don't know what these are. But it's like, if you look down in the corner, too. So, like, in this scenario, it goes off of whatever that blue emblem is. Like, almost the kind of things you would have seen, like, in, like, RE4. Like, they shoot down, it's like, you got these specific things that you're using. But then if you look at some of these other ones, it's like this like weird four-leaf clover looking thing. This almost looks like some kind of ticket. So I don't know how you collect those to be able to bring other people in. Unless... Yeah, I don't know. Because the little bit that I originally played of this game, there was a couple other ones that I had somehow gotten from one of these. But it was just because they just randomly recruited it in. It wasn't like I actually had to earn that up to be able to get them. So I don't know exactly how that normally would work. Or what scenario you would be playing that to be able to get those. So he takes out the zombies with his grenade launcher. And of course he's got a pointer gun at another person. Alright, so explore the iron mine. So let's check this one out. Oh yeah, this is the one that they needed 21,000. So let's go ahead, hit attack. As a defender, of course, I'll be staying in the front row to shield damage. So, okay. So it seems like his character...
I'll handle them right now.
You can still move... I figured this out kind of late the first time I played this. Which, like I've said previously, I didn't get very far the first time I played this game. I just did enough to be able to get like a general understanding before I started making these videos. But you can, which I wish I would have known it sooner, but you actually can rearrange these guys. So like preferably he should be in the front because of what he's capable of, but he doesn't have to. I mean, unless of course, like if you try all these different scenarios where you have a certain character in the front with him in the back, or whatever you do, no matter what you do, like if you put him in the back and it doesn't work, it's probably better to keep him in the front so he can do more of the damage first. So that is a weird thing. Like if anybody else has been playing this game or is interested in playing this, wherever these characters originally spawn in when you first open this up, they don't have to stay in that spot. Like I can move her to here so she can sit there. I can move him up front even. So there's different placements you can do. So this is where a little bit of strategy might be coming into this. But let's go ahead and go under his character first. So because we already had some of those experience points, we can go ahead and level him up. Do it again. Okay, so he's now at level 3. So this is going to be a tricky one because we have like 4,500 under. This one, I don't know. This might not work. But let's go ahead. Yeah, this is going to be a weird one. Let's just hit fight and let it play out. So like I said, I don't think you actually lose anything if you lose the fight. I think it's just you just don't win the battle. So let's go ahead and just let it play out. We'll see what happens. So like in that case, you can see now that we have a character up in the front, he deals the initial damage. Unless there's a specialized attack that specifically aims to the back, then normally that damage is going to be dealt to the front. Like in that case right there. Like that specific zombie threw the boulder and it affected the character in the back. And it seems like it alternates. I don't know. Like I haven't been able to grasp fully like if it's like you do a generalized attack first and then a specialized, or like how exactly they're staggering them. So he's down. This one's definitely getting close. And we still somehow beat that one. Okay. It was getting a little close, but we made it. Okay, so now we got another mine opened up. Let's go ahead and get this one constructed. Let's make Brady do it so we can give him some experience points to eventually level him up. So that's going to take about 30 seconds to do. Let's get some stuff collected really fast here. So yeah, in this case, so you can't make Brady just immediately do it because he's already in the middle of a task. So we're going to have Fernando jump on this one and collect these mushrooms down here. And then let's see what else we got. So construct an iron mine. He's in the middle doing that. So yeah, like right there you can see now, because he's the one doing the task, he gets a little bit of experience points. So now this mine is done. So they said this was an iron mine, so we're going to be gathering that stuff. Assign 4 residents to the iron mine. Do we even have 4? Oh yeah, I guess we do. Okay. Alright, so now we got 4 residents working that mine, so they're going to be producing, it looks like, they're saying roughly like 13 pieces per hour is what we're going to get out of that. So now they want us to upgrade the lab again to level 3. Can we even do that right now? And they're saying it's going to take about 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and just run it. And while that's going on, let me see if there's any other places I can dig out right now, just to kind of collect some resources and get some space made up. Any chance I get, I want to get some of these resources. And then it also helps just to open up some space too, like if you want to add some facilities in a certain place, or if you want to add more like mushroom boxes or traps somewhere, like it just frees up a little bit more space to be able to work with. Alright, so those. Let me see. I still can't do that one. Can we dig this out? No. I'm just trying to look around and see. Dig away this first layer. I know we won't be able to do the immediate sections around where the well is because it won't let us. but we can at least do some of these nearby ones, like the ones next to it, to free that space up and just to gather resources and clear it out. And then I'm going to jump out really quick just to check my recording and see how we're doing on time. Get that real quick. Give me 1 second here. Alright, so we'll have this objective for upgrading the lab done in just a few seconds here. Some of the ones that they're only gonna be, like, if it was 10 minutes, I might use the upgrade or the speed ups just a little bit, but I mean, if it's like 5 minutes, I'm not gonna waste it. There's no purpose in doing that to me. Alright, so now we got that objective completed. Construct gopher wheel. What is that under? Oh, but we have to do a little bit of research first. Okay, so they want us to do mechatronics. It's going to take a minute to do, so let's go ahead and knock that one out. So, enabling you to unlock the gopher generator, which will catch gophers automatically. So, this is basically a generator that's going to produce electricity by capturing gophers and having them run on the wheel to get that energy going, is what this is, essentially. So it won't be in replace of the main generator. It's just going to add more, there's more points that we can gather electricity. So instead of it all being reliant based on just this one room, we'll be able to gather electricity from here as well as the wheels themselves. Let's go ahead and jump down here. So that's gonna be about done now. Alright, so that research is now done. So yeah, now that we did that, so yeah, there is certain things you have to do these first in order to be able to unlock those and build those. So if we didn't do that, we wouldn't be able to get the gopher wheel. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead, we'll make Fernando collect those mushrooms. And then let's make Brady get those ones. Okay, so they want us to do 2 gopher wheels. Now, honestly, I don't know if it matters like exactly where we put these wheels. My general guess is going to be, so let's say, because we have 1 gopher that's running around up here, so let's just go ahead and build one up here. Make Brady build that one. And I don't know, yeah, I don't know if it matters like if you put it in one exact spot or not. Oh, they want us to level this up already. You know what? Let's go ahead and level this up. I didn't realize it was actually already ready to do that. So we'll get that part done at least. But let's get this other gopher wheel built. And since we got 3 gophers right now, I'm assuming that this is a pretty popular, like, depth down that they're going to be running. Actually, well, they're going up here too. So let's just put one under here. Yeah, we'll stick that one right there. So let's see the first one now. So yeah, you can see right now. So these gophers, though, you can't take them out for food. Those are just specifically there to run the generator. And you can only catch one of them. So you can see, like, this one, he keeps running by. He's not going to be able to do anything with that. We already did that. Oh, it's because I was trying to give whatever this robot thing is experience, but I didn't realize I accidentally clicked on the objective part. Alright, so we did the 2 gopher wheels. Research mechanical excavation. So it uses the power of compressed air to dig up quartzite. Okay, so anything level 3 blocks, once we do this, we will be able to, you know, in this case too, it's only 1 diamond cost. Let's just to show you guys this. So we'll finish now for 1 diamond. So in this case, we don't have to wait for that now. It's done. Research auto cooking. You know what? We have plenty of diamond. It's only going to cost 1. Let's just go ahead and do the same thing. And then now we got to upgrade the control center again. So they want us to go to level 4 here. Let's get some of this material out of here. So yeah, you can see right there what I was... No, maybe. So what I was talking about before. So when we first entered the game in this video, the other resource areas that we saw, there was a completely green ring around the icon, which meant it was completely filled up. They couldn't produce more that we can take. Or the max of what they can fill up at the time is what we were able to take. But in this case, we can still take whatever they produce. It's just not the max amount that they're able to provide at the time. But we can still go ahead and take whatever they've given us. And it'll tell us too, like right there it said +2. It looks like kitchen's done. So now this is... You sure are an expert on that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these guys out of here really quick. Alright, so what was it? Oh yeah, we gotta upgrade the control center again. So let's see here. So yeah, so in this scenario you can see too, so not only is it gonna tell you how much time it takes, it's gonna tell you how many resources it's gonna require to be able to do that upgrade as well. So we have more than enough though. But let's just go ahead and it's gonna take 20 minutes. For the sake of the videos, I'm not gonna make it wait 20 minutes to do that. So let's just go ahead and finish it now for 10. Just so we can make a little bit more progress on this one. So log in for 7 days in total to get Samurai. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and claim. So here's the thing too, which I was originally going to jump back and forth in doing between this and Backrooms Descent. But to be able to collect some of these things, we might try to go through these first 7 days to just get whatever they give us. But I might still alternate with the gameplay too, so I might do like... Because there's already been a couple of times where a couple of these videos I actually did 2 of them in a day and just didn't upload them back to back, because I finished one first, uploaded it, freed up the space on my phone, then worked on the next one and got it uploaded. So I mean, depending on how that goes, we might be able to do this, but we'll see. Thought-wise, I'm just getting ahead of myself right now. Just took him clean off of the torso. So, so we did get the character. Oh, okay. I didn't realize they were just going to give us 3 of those. Okay. Okay, so here's a cool example, too, of how some of the things are going to start going down the road. So at this point now, because we've leveled this up so far, it's not going to require just resources in time. So, like, to level this one up, so you can see down there, you can either finish this. See, this is where it's going to start getting interesting and where you're going to have to plan out how exactly you want to do these level ups. Because, I mean, you can see, like, we got a good amount of diamonds, but it still took us a minute to get to that point. But if you were to use the diamonds to do the quick level up, you're going to take out 117 of those. Like, so there's a lot of those that you're going to lose just from doing that. Or you can just do the natural way and let it go for what it's saying is an hour and a half to level that up. And if you have certain speed ups too, like they do have some that give off like greater amounts of time. So I can't remember if there's like 10 minutes and a half hour, or there's like certain freebies they might give out too that help. But in a scenario like that with me playing this, I'm probably not going to use the diamonds on that because that's just way too much. So, but in this case too, so not only do you need those resources, they have prerequisites that you have to do too. So like in order to get the control center to level 5, the entrance hall has to be to level 4, and the storage area has to be at level 2. So you have to get those completed first. So this is where you're going to kind of see it's like a chain reaction where you have to do certain things in order to progress in the story. So we'll go ahead. And before we do that, let's collect some of this stuff really quick here. I don't know what this oh, it's because we can recruit again. Oh, that's right, because we okay, so we can actually do more now. So let's go ahead and recruit again. And see what we get this time.
Raven the Miniman, report for duty.
Alright, so now we have another character. Okay, so let's just... So you know what? Just for the sake of the videos, just so it's not too repetitive, let's do another recruit. So we're not just going right back into getting some resources and stuff. Let's just see who we get this time. And then in this video, we won't do any more recruitment other than that. So let's just see what we gain out of this. So pre-owned heroes automatically converted into shards. So the shard thing is still kind of weird to me, which you're gonna see here. So you can hit recruit, view, and ascend. Let's go under ascend really quick here. So I don't know. Like, I still haven't been able to figure out what the point of the ascensions actually are.
I have nothing.
But there
to
is
regret.
like a prerequisite of like how you can do this. So for him to be ascended, you'd have to have like 2 more shards.
Not gonna get away.
Or you have to have 2 shards of this character. But like in this case, for this character, you only need the 1, which we just got. So let's go ahead
The sword
and
in
ascend
hand,
him.
I have nothing to regret.
Okay, so this is where the ascension is. So this is some of the personal stats of his now. So on the left side, you can see what he was originally at, and once we ascend him, what he's going to end up at afterwards. And then it looks like there's also a damage bonus that we get from doing this as well. So let's go ahead and hit OK. So he's now ascended. Now, and I don't see any other characters we can do that with either. So let's do that. And then let's see here what we got. So we got 20 of the elite hero medals. Let's just go ahead and use them all. Newbie cross zone relocation. Let's go ahead and use this and see. Sure. I don't know exactly what this is doing, but okay. Before we do anything else, so I think, are there any other areas? So right now, well, actually, now that we did the level 3, let's go ahead and see what's in this trunk really quick. Because I completely forgot that we were looking at that earlier. Alright. The resources, and let's find out what's in here. I'm just going to assume it's more diamonds, but... Yep, 5 more. Okay. So I kind of made up for the 2 that we used for examples earlier. So we got those. She's going to gain some more experience points here. So before we end this video... So message from space. Alright, so let's claim this stuff really quick here. And then I think the last thing we're going to do is I just want to check on the heroes and see what kind of upgrades we can do with them before we end this. Okay, and I do remember this character, which she's actually a really good character to have in this. So actually, I think we're going to get her really quick too if we can. So old friend 1 of 5. So this is a new part of this that you get as well. So old friend, you may get... Okay, let's just go ahead hit go so we can get this mission going. Alright, So let's go ahead and hit deploy. So this is what this map is going to look like too. So create a team, hit confirm. All right, so for now we can only have 2 characters that can be set for deployment to go out on these missions, to go to these locations and either defeat zombies, collect intel, rescue people. This is what this is for. But right now with this, we only have 2 spaces unlocked, so we can only pick 2 characters. So we're gonna say, oh, they want us to pick him. Really? Does it have to be those 2, or can I just pick somebody else? Okay, let's just deploy these 2. And you can see on here too, so you can zoom out and stuff. There's a lot of places too. You're not confined to just a little area to look at. I mean, like, obviously you can tell where like the border is up there, but like all this stuff, you can see other people that are currently playing this game too. You can see some of the other things too. So like this is like one of the bigger zombies. Here you can do intel related things. Smaller zombie groups you can fight, so they're at level 5. Let me see here, because I already... Okay, so it looks like we did that goal. Oh, wait, I thought that's what we were just doing. Oh, we got another fight going on here. All right, so let's just go ahead.
Target locked.
So
Move
in this
now.
fight, you can see all 5 spaces are opened up, so we can bring all 5 of these characters in here.
Raven the Miniman, report for duty.
So in this scenario here, yeah, I see that. So this is where they're showing. So there must be some kind of bonus as far as like the attacks go when you have members of the same faction, and like how it attributes to the battle itself. But clearly we're gonna blow through this easily. I mean, literally you just saw up there we had like twice as much overall power compared to them. So we'll go ahead and just do this one out really quick. And actually, I was gonna try to upgrade some of the heroes, but I think this is the last thing we're gonna do in this video. We're just gonna rescue this character to bring her in, and then that's where we're gonna end it. That's a pretty big zombie hanging out in there too. So it looks like we're gonna get another fight out of this. Alright. And I'm not even gonna waste time messing with them, because obviously they have overall 19,000 and we have almost 36,000. So let me just hit fight. We're gonna let this play out. Ridiculous how easy this is to just take them down. Like, all that damage already got dealt before they could even do the first attacks on their side. Yeah, some battles might go faster than others, but there's definitely certain ones depending on how many characters on the other side, what attacks they have, what levels they're at. Some of those other ones might take a little bit longer than like the ones that we've already seen. If we can find some handy tools. You mean the one right in front of you? Let's get this dug out. friend is completed now. Claim this. Alright, so we're not going to jump into that mission. So with that being taken care of now, so now if we go down to heroes, you can see she's now added in here too. Or added in here as well, because you can see where it says new up in the corner. And it looks like we'll be able to upgrade some of these heroes too. We're not going to do that in this one. We'll probably start off the next video doing that. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for checking me out, or checking this video out. And I will see you guys in the next video, and we'll see what more we can really get into.